Hello everyone, it's Harbinger. This is Wingspan on Steam, playing the H expansion, and we're playing Duet mode. And this is our opening hand. Eurasian Nuthatch is a really good bird, gives us access to lots of additional food, and in the late game we can just keep it as points if we no longer need it. So that is pretty great. Common Sandpiper. I haven't played with that one before, but it certainly looks like a bird that can give us additional card draw, and the more different birds with eggs on them in the wetlands, we can draw more cards. This is one of those birds that give you additional benefits if you have unspent resources. I don't love them, but eggs are resources we do need to have before we can play any of the cards we draw anyways, so I think this one isn't that horrible, since it allows us to get more cards drawn from very cheap investment here. So if we can play out this guy, then this guy, and play out a guy in the grasslands that gives us one of these eggs here, we can put that egg on the sandpiper. If we can do all of that before we have to activate the wetlands, that would be really great. And that kind of forces us to maybe go for playing out this guy early. We can play him out here, either on this thing or maybe on the fish over here. We can use that to pick up the burrowing owl. Burrowing owl can be played out for the star nest or for the grain, and then we can take an egg on that, put that on this bird, and then we can draw some stuff. So keeping that in mind, we will take the fish for the sandpiper, plan to play it out immediately, pick up the burrowing owl, play out the Eurasian Nuthatch, and take everything from there. Right, grasslands population monitor, or birds that can only live in the grasslands. So since you plan with starting with the burrowing owl here, or maybe the Swayzen's hawk, but probably the owl, we are already having at least one star nest here. But I do think Prairie Manager is going to be the safer bet, because this requires us to have 5 specific birds to get 8, while this gives us 8 points with 4 specific birds, and we only need 3 more here, we do need 4 more here. Then again, there's also that thing that we can get 5 points from 4 different types, but yeah, I think it's easier for us to maybe get this thing going. There's a Swayzen's hawk as well here, so that just makes it a lot more probable. Well, everything depends on us getting this burrowing owl here, though. So let's pay for that with the fish we kept.
Common Sandpiper. Common sandpipers often forage alone, but can be found roosting in large groups.
Cool. And what's this? Plumbus, red start. Draw 1 card from the deck, add it to your hand, at all other players, draw a card from the hand, and add it to hand if the bird has worm or grain in its food cost. Okay. A very specific bird. I'm gonna put it over here, so it's just closer to the middle of the deck, and or the board. I'm gonna take the burrowing owl as we already planned. And then I'm gonna play out the Eurasian Nuthatch, try to pick up one of those 3 bird dice from that, and then we can play out the burrowing owl on. Just on that. We're paying grain and so we're keeping the worm. We can pay for this guy later. And then we are taking this one, I think. Maybe we need to go down this line over here. Take that nectar. And yeah, everything is currently going according to plan. They played a thing over there. We can play out this guy, and we can't take either of these, but we can take this thing. It's a thing on the edge of the map as well, so that also helps out. But we are decently reliant on getting some of these, at least this worm thing, or this large bird thing here, if we want to get to connect up. But that's why we're putting the egg on the sandpiper, so we can draw some additional cards and hopefully get all of the stuff we care about. The opponent doesn't have food. They do have 2 cards, and they do have 2 eggs, so they will be able to play stuff pretty soon. But we do have, I think they can't play that many birds really fast. So if we can get access to either of these things, I think we are in good shape to connect up. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to make it happen. Caroline Chickadee, Smew. I guess the Smew is large enough. And it eats the food we get for free from this guy, so it is actually possible to make it happen. House Sparrow. I don't think the House Sparrow is going to be that good for us, but I don't mind drawing the card for free here. They took food as we expected, and we can take a fish and hopefully either a grain or a nectar here, and we can play out a Smew. Then we can lay 2 eggs, and we can look at additional cards next turn. So crossing our fingers for that happening, and yes, indeed, let's just take double nectar. So we take that double nectar, so we can do that. But is it correct to do it this turn? There's also the option of playing out a Carolina Chickadee, play it out here for there, and pick up another food, get it back. That way we get another one. Yeah, we need to connect up, because it's really key for us to do that. Just to get a sample, or to get a collection of all of the things we want to do. And it's our game plan, so let's not waste the turn to play out that guy, just because that also is possible. Take this thing, and we want to try to connect up here as soon as possible. Maybe this one is a little bit more important, because I'm pretty sure that this guy is going to be a part of whatever we do, and there's just so many more large wetlands birds than there are many birds in the wetlands that eat worms. So maybe this one is a little bit more key. Yeah, I think that one is more key. Then we need to choose 4 cards, took 2 of them, and keep the rest. Looking for more wetlands birds that fit the criteria, and this guy doesn't quite do that. Does Cass and Finch help us do anything once? I guess he doesn't really do anything, so let's just draw 4 birds from here and see which one of these do we care about keeping. Main duck is usually a really good bird, but I don't know if you are going to prioritize activating him that much. He's large enough that he can help us connect up. This violet green swallow doesn't really help us do that much. I guess it can help us get more edge cases, or as another egg over here. Or we could put it in the forest to gain food. Yeah. Okay, let's check these 2 guys and keep the birds that give us additional points every activation. And currently, let's do this. Roll to maybe gain points. Okay, so they took the edge of map for 2 points, and they are leading in most of the stuff here. So I think we need to try to play some birds out for their habitat. No, their nest type thingies. But yeah, we can do that. Okay. Violet green is probably the next thing out. I don't think the house sparrow is. I mean, it's a 6-pointer. It's a 6-pointer. It can re-gift us the egg it consumes, and it's a prairie manager bird, so it's not the worst thing in the world to play it out. Maybe we rather want to play a Savannah Sparrow into Twite or something to just get lots of different card draw. Then we can do like this, that, and we just have done this task and gained a lot of additional value. Yeah, let's just pick those up. So we have that as an option, and more importantly, don't give those options to the opponent instead. These are not the greatest. I guess the common teal kind of wants to do the same thing as this guy, and the spotless crake also wants to do some of the same things. No, this one wants us to have space. Sorry. I'm not gonna play either. I think it's just way too late in the game for something like this to give enough value for me to actually consider keeping it. So the Savannah Sparrow into the Twite will cost us 2 eggs, maybe give us 2 eggs back. Should we just do it immediately, just to make sure that it's possible, and we can go here. We don't really gain more eggs from doing it, we just gain the possibility to gain more eggs. So we don't have to rush. Let's instead play out this violet green, and we can do things in just a tiny different order. Just guarantee we're getting these things for free whenever we can. I guess getting out either the enclosure nest or the platform nests in the wetlands would be really, really great. That could be a Tawny Frogmouth. Getting it out also gets us on pair with in horizontal stuff. Yeah, let's reroll, get the most amount of nectars that we can. We can afford to sack 1 bird to draw another fruit here, so I will. That will be another worm, since we get grains for free from this guy. Cycle the Carolina Chickadee, pick up this guy, and get another grain. Grain. You let eggs. Then I play out you, I think. Get this thing here. Yeah. Connected up there. And then we need to lay eggs. Then we need to play out these 2 guys. And then we should be okay. And we should play out, lay more eggs again. Reroll, bird feeder, nothing happens. Okay. play out you for the nectar. Yes. Take that egg. Then we put you down there to re-gift the egg. Then we are playing out the white for those grains there. Take that egg again back and place you back there to re-gift the egg. So yeah, that was the reasoning. I forgot. We wanted to take the eggs. Yep. Yeah. That's just so good. So good additional tempo play. I love it. Now we need 2 more food to be able to play out the house sparrow, and then we can lay 3 eggs next attempt. Yeah. Hopefully that they can't get one up on me and do that. Okay, take the cherry, not the nectar. Yeah, we're gonna cycle the main dock. We are not building engines in do it mode because usually you want to play engines because if you can get 6 points, if you can trade your action cube for 6 points, that's usually pretty good. But in do it mode, whenever you make sure that one of your birds fits one of these criteria and you can collect all of them, all the birds are just worth 1 more point. Some of them are worth 1 more point again because you also get these free resources. And yeah, getting rebates and cashbacks and stuff from playing your birds just makes playing birds better. So usually playing birds is better in do it mode than to try to go for engines. So we now, thank you, and now we choose 2 cards to tuck. I guess having the yellow-headed blackbird here guarantees that the common sandpiper always can draw a card. If you have cherries in supply, lay eggs on this bird. I never want to keep cherries in supply, so yeah, I think we sack those 2 guys and just turn them into points. Ash-throated. How many eggs is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs. That's actually pretty darn good. Maybe this is a better guy to play out than the house sparrow, just because he will solve a lot of egg laying issues for us. We can focus on other stuff. I like that. So let's go here and pick up the food he likes. Let's cycle the house sparrow since we don't necessarily need to play him anymore. Pick up the ash-throated flycatcher and pick up another grain. And then we can play out this guy. And after that we can play out this guy by overpaying. Yeah, a thing I forgot is that we kind of wanted to play that guy since he eats grains and we need to connect up over here. But we can also connect up down here and then we can connect up there later. There must be at least some kind of bird that allows us to check off this thing. Or a 5th bird we can play in the grasslands for an actual grain later. Okay, eat these 2 eggs, and we are... Yeah, we're connecting down here. We have 2 options to connect up. It should be... And the opponent can't take both in the same turn, so we should have enough time to make it work. Should being the main thing there. Okay, let's take some variety food here. Except we are losing out on a point on the Warrant Green. And then we should play out this guy now. Eat these 2 eggs. And Yeah, I'm gonna take this thing and look for something good here. Maybe Sulfur Crested isn't the worst thing in the world. He connects up over here. Nah, let's go and look out for some of the birds that can actually help us connect up over here. Now we need 2 large birds actually. Not too much fan of the hooded merganser, so I'm gonna go on just one single search over here to try to find some goodies. And hello there, Mr. 9 Points. I certainly wanted to keep you around. Coppersmith Barbet, white-throated kingfisher. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sack you. Gonna reroll here. We are gonna get some stuff. Let's look at some more cards. The blue rock thrush. No, thank you. Northern bobite. A little bit too late, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this guy. Ugh. So taking all of those free resources kind of spread us very thin. I guess if we can also connect up over here. So the hooded merganser allows us to connect up either here or here. So we are still in good shape regarding that, but we are starting to run out of time. We do win this one, guaranteed. No need to worry about that. But round 4 would also be nice to maybe actually steal from the opponent, but that requires us to play very specific nest types if we want to connect up. But it can certainly be done. But yeah, I'd like to have better options than what we do currently. So one more run through of this trumpeter swan. Perfect payout for the final bird we want to keep in the wetlands here. Lovely. Gonna take that in a heartbeat, and then we get the option of 2 more birds here. Common tailbird, find a contiguous groups, so we have like 3 of those. Yeah, Tailor Bird, you kind of need to know up front that is what you're going for. So I'm going to keep the Turkey Vulture. Maybe we can play that for free and take some bonuses. Or maybe we don't care about it at all. Butcher Bird and Jungle Fowl. I think we are gonna tuck the Kingfisher and the Jungle Fowl. It's just no, that's tuck the Turkey Vulture. It's just too few points to be irrelevant, I think. Okay, so one thing I didn't really pay too much attention to until just very recently is that we only have 1 more spot in wetlands. So if we want to connect up over here, that needs to be Mute Swan, and then we need to connect up over here if we want to get this additional point. So that requires us to have to play a decently large bird in the grasslands. That could be the kiwi, that could be the snowy owl. Both of those are actually great plays for us. Has the opponent, yeah, we can't really read into what the opponent's going to do. For some reason, the bot I'm playing against doesn't really work that well. So yeah. We have more cards than we can spend, so let's just sack these cards to pick up as many nectars as we can. We are going to cycle. We're going to cycle the Merganser because we already know we want to play the Trumpeteers one, and we don't want to discard Prairie Manager, So we want to pick up the snowy owl here. Also, it's cheaper to play out, so maybe we can save some of these bonus grains that we don't have to play. We don't have to pay these, which means that they are providing us points instead. Okay, so snowy owl, or no? It's more important for us to connect up with the to guaranteed be able to do that with mute spawn, I think. So this guy comes out first. We're gonna pay for you with 2 nectars and a grain because this rodent can be used to play the snowy owl later. Yes. Let's eat 1 of your eggs and 1 of your eggs. Okay. Taking this to connect up. And that should have given us, I think, 5 more points over there. So it's a pretty darn good investment. And then we connect down here to jump from 10 to 12. And get a bonus point. Yeah, what's not to love about that? And there's also the black-chin hummingbird. I guess we can play the hummingbird to catch the opponent here. That's basically worth 5 more points as well. But let's do that as the final action if it looks to prove like the correct thing to do. So play out the snowy owl now. Eat these 2 eggs and connect up over there. Draw a bonus card. Birds with body parts in their names. Okay, that we 1 bird away from getting 4 more points there. So and the black-chinned hummingbird is. I mean, Shin doesn't. Oh yeah, Shin says there. So yeah, this bird is now worth a lot of points played. So that is pretty good. Is hornbill a body part as well? I would guess so, because it's both horn and bill. It would technically be worth more points since it's a 9-pointer. There is this thing over here he can live in, so it's not that unlikely. And we are going to lay eggs here, so we get that. We get that point value rather than drawing a card when we don't need to draw cards. The reason I think about maybe playing the hornbill instead of the black-chinned hummingbird is that we have the option to go here and get additional food instead of laying eggs. So it's either lay eggs, play a bird, or it's get food, play a bird. This route here gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 points, while this route here guaranteed gives us 5 more points and lets us maybe collect nectars. That gives us up over here. So yeah, I think we will go for the hornbill route. That means we can't. Yeah, we're gonna play it out for the final thing we're gonna do, but I think that's the correct thing to do. So. And also we don't have to spend food from this supply here. So yeah, okay, we get 1 more nectar. Then okay, we didn't get enough correct food from the reroll. So I think we have to spend 1 food from there if we want to play it out, but that's fine. I guess we could also play out Node Island Brown Kiwi instead. It's a 6-pointer, gets us 1 more bonus card, but we have to sack a bonus card that we could max. So yeah, I don't think that's the correct thing to do. Yeah, we're just gonna go here. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, it's also 2 more points from just activating these guys. So yeah, the route down here never really stood a chance. Yes, this is going to be good. This is going to be great. I'm happy about this choice. We are gonna catch the opponent here, so we don't gain any more points, but the opponent lose 5 points, which is as good as if we gain those points. So yeah, that's the decision making there. You are playing the opponent, and yeah, it's about not losing points to the opponent, but yeah. Okay, draw some cards, took some cards, and that is going to be the end of the game here. Oof. Okay, so how did we do? I felt we had pretty good tempo. We got a lot of the free resources. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free resources. So that should equal a lot of tempo here. This says 128. I don't know if that is something we should trust or not. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's wrong, those numbers. But I don't think it's the opponent's score, at least. So there is that. We're gonna get some tucked cards. 15 tucked cards. Did we really tuck that much? I guess we had that bird that tucked at the end of round, and we did have some tucked drawers. But yeah, okay. 128 was the correct deal there. We took some cards to you. Took some cards to you. Yes, right. And we took some cards to you. I guess that turns into 15 over the course of the game. Yeah. So I think we did a lot of things correct this game. We picked the correct opening birds. We had a plan to get tons and tons of value out of this guy. And the most important thing about this guy is that you don't have to have eggs on everything here to get value out of him. The main value you get from him is just drawing one additional card. Of course, getting to choose from more different cards when you are drawing that card is of course better, but you only need the single egg to be out here for it to be worth it. Just having 5 eggs on all of these birds and not using them for playing more birds is just bad tempo. If you have the option to just draw one more card, it's usually okay. The additional cards, if you need good birds to play, of course, it's better to draw more cards. But if you have to spend one turn in the grasslands, so you can lay more eggs, so you can look at more cards, why just not draw cards twice instead? Of course, if you need the eggs later, that's also a thing to consider. But yeah. The main power here is just drawing an additional card, not necessarily the look at the even more cards part of it, because you only get one more card overall anyway. That's my thinking. If you disagree with that, that's of course up to you. Play the game the way you want to be played, and let me know in the comments below why you think I'm right or why I think I'm wrong about this guy. No matter what, this guy is pretty darn cute, and with that, I would like to say thank you guys for watching. This is Harbinger. We'll be playing Asia Expansion Duet mode, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, you guys take care. Let's actually hit the stop recording button.